Lincoln needs, call 402-438-5822. We live in the land of the free, thanks to the brave.
Gaina Trucking is hiring for heavy equipment operators and a heavy equipment mechanic. Working at Gaina Trucking.
Play ball! Summertime is here, and so is another action-packed baseball season with the Lincoln Salt Dogs. Bring your whole crew to Haymarket Park to experience the magic under the lights and the thrill of the game. Enjoy daily specials like Wiener Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Fireworks Friday, and Family Fun Day Sunday, plus special events and discounts. Don't miss out on the excitement.
Strike three, you're out!
Visit saltdogs.com to see this week's promotions and secure your tickets to unleash the fun.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions. At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
In a world where businesses are facing daily cyber threats, you need protection like never before. Don't let hackers and malware companies compromise your business success. Stay ahead of data breaches with Hamilton Cybersecurity. Let Hamilton provide you with peace of mind that your business is protected. Our experts identify and mitigate risks before they become disasters. As your trusted partner, we help you protect your valuable information. Hire your local cybersecurity experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Your sprinklers are watering the street or flooding your backyard. If you're on a list that doesn't exist, it's time for Judson Irrigation. At Judson Irrigation, Lee or Lacey or Judson will make an appointment. You pick the time and they'll be there to fix your sprinkler system. Now that's service, a dying art these days.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into Ticket Weeknights. Once again, Harrison Arns on the ones and twos, but this is What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington, the host, as always, to my left. If you guys want to join in, 402-464-5685. We've got the Royals on the airwaves, but the shows go on the streams. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, X, Allo, Channel 961. I will also have a recurring guest joining us in the second segment, so you want to be sure to stay tuned in for that one. I'll throw it to the host, Chancellor Brewington. How's it going on a rainy Wednesday night?
It's going good. It's going good. Cannot complain. Having a great week so far. I hope everyone out there listening is having a great week as well. Last night we had a great show. Isaiah Garcia Castaneda or Neda. I forget which one it was. Castaneda.
Nate, I think it's
Neda.
Ada. Yeah.
Okay.
Depends on how. Maybe you say it fast enough.
I've been calling him IGC for 3 years, so we had IGC on last night. And so if you missed that, go back and watch that. The video clip all cut up for us. Thank you to
Shout out Jake Bachman, producer legend.
Appreciate you, Bach, for cutting that up for us. But you can just go to the video tab on 93.7 on YouTube and go watch that. But tonight we got a great show coming up. First, we're gonna start off with quarter century wisdom. Just process some stuff. That's really what quarter century wisdom is just getting on here, processing what I'm learning, bouncing it off of the fans or the supporters, and then me and Harrison will chop it up. And then second segment, of course, we got a special guest, Debbie Thomas, my mother, coming in for Warriors Within Wellness, talking some health stuff. I don't know what the topic is tonight, but we'll figure it out later.
You usually got something cooking.
Yeah, always. You'll learn something. So make sure you stay tuned in a little bit. But to start the show off, I watched this thing and it was talking about it's actually Will Smith. And some people feel some type of way about Will Smith. I think he has great insight on just like the way highly efficient people think, because whether you like him or not, he's done some great things in acting and in this world. He's been in movies.
One bad moment doesn't erase history.
Exactly. So he was talking about growing up playing chess, and he had a chess guru, a chess master, I believe what they're called.
Yeah, Grand Chess Master.
Grand Chess Master. Yep, Grand Chess Master. Fly out to him for 3 days, teach him how to play chess. And it's so interesting. The first lesson he taught him was to visualize the chessboard and visualize the pieces where you want them to be in your mind. He said, pick up the pieces in your mind and place them where you want them to go. And he's like, well, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't just put them there. You know, the game hasn't started, whatever. And he's like, that's the problem. He was like, it's specifically in chess, you have to visualize where the pieces are going to go. But then he brought it to a life lesson as well. The moment where you get in a state where you want to be somewhere, I want to have this, I'm dreaming about this. And then all of a sudden, like that reality, that poison creeps in and you say, I can't, it's done right then and there. And I just thought of that because not to go to church on y'all, but if we're created like our creator, you can call him whatever you want to, but I think that's pretty base in everybody's type of belief system, that you're created kind of like the person who created you, and he's a creator. So when you're in your creative state, that's when you're most like your creator. That's when you're most in function. So if you're in your mind creating things, I always go back to the story of Henry Ford. When he was running Ford, he had a person on his staff strictly for dreaming and creative purposes. So he was taking a tour with someone one day, giving someone a tour, and they walked by this individual's office, and the dude's just with his feet kicked up on his desk, hands back, and he's just like, look like he's sleeping. And they're like, you're paying someone on your staff? Like, this is a multi-million-dollar business. You're paying someone to sleep on the job? He's like, no, this person came up with a cylinder engine that made us millions and millions of dollars. And this is how he came up with it, in a dream state and constantly dreaming and creating. So I always think about that. Like, when did we stop? When did people tell us, like, because think about it, when you were a kid, you think about the craziest things. Like, I want to do this, this, and this. And then, and it takes a point to where someone has to tell, or doesn't have to, they just tell you, I don't know about that. Or maybe you should be this. Or maybe, because I've done it. How many times I said, like, I want to play football, I want to do all these things. And then in class, they like, well, pick something realistic. Like, pick something, and
they told me that. I picked it up pretty quick, though. I was like,
right.
Yeah, I am 6'2". Probably not an NBA center. Sometimes it works.
Right.
Sometimes you need it.
Right.
In your case, different.
Yeah. But I just think about, like, the dreams that are inside of us. If we don't ever have, like, a real true space to where, like, we acknowledge them and, like, trust them, I'm saying, like, a real, like, authentic time in a day or in a week or in a month where we kind of just get by ourselves and be able to hear and be able to think and like the Grandmaster the grand chess master said, like, literally pick yourself up and put yourself in places that you want to be, whether it's like financially, um, like physical body, with your marriage. I don't know. I'm only 24, of course. I'm not
Let
married.
me ask you something, because you keep mentioning this dream state, and like you can dive deep into a rabbit hole. You can wrap this one up whenever you want, because you can spend an hour on it.
Like, sure could.
But what is dreams to you? Like, what kind of significance do they hold? Is it any sort of significance? Like, is that something that you actually need to reflect on, like your dreams in itself?
So when I mean dream, I mean like I personally am not referring to the dreams at night. Though I do think there's some juice there. I'm not referring to those dreams. I'm referring to the dreams where you're sitting there, hanging out, chilling, you're driving, and then all of a sudden, like, you just start thinking about something. And like it's something you want to do, or like right before you take a nap, like you're thinking about something. Your subconscious is just going, cooking up something. I think that's the dream that I'm talking about, is when yeah. Because
Like the dreams. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I wonder if we're missing that. Like, if there is something in there that we need to be paying attention to.
100%, because the books I'm reading right now, there's a commonality in all of them. The state of everyone's mind. Like every successful person I've read so far, like everyone does this.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
We see it with rich people.
Yeah,
they're all cheap.
Everyone takes time out their day and they live simple lives, and they spend hours in silence and just let their mind go. Let me ask you this. Okay, let's just go off of the Bible. Okay.
All right.
How was this world created?
7 days.
Okay, but the start of it
was nothing, but it always was.
Okay. So if God is looking, if God is looking over everything,
everything.
Okay, so how did He create it? Where did it happen first?
Well, that's just the part. It had to happen in the mind, but if the mind wasn't there yet, this is where you get into the craziness of it all, because everything was and always was, but never was at the same time.
Okay, so what I'm saying is,
Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is, if He's creator, right? Yes. He's looking, He sees what He wants to create, and he speaks into existence. Let there be what's already up here. So we have that in our nature. We have that in our character as well. So when I say when we see things in our mind, like when we're dreaming, that's, how should I say this without getting canceled?
It's something, but I don't know what it is entirely. You can say what you want to say, but I never know what to make of it. But I do think it's something that is important. It's crazy to me.
Yeah,
we don't understand it hardly at all today either, which is 2024, and we still don't really have a good idea.
Yeah, that's why I say, if you're created like the creator, when you're in your creation state, that's where you're most effective. That's where you're most effective, whether it's business, whether it's just ideas and stuff like that. That's why you got to set time to just create. And I'm reading, like, I'm spending the month of July reading books about like wealth. And just like how certain people do it. And it's so awesome to, like, some people have different theories, but like there's a commonality in like their mindset, and that like they believe they were wealthy before they were wealthy. They saw the houses, they saw these things, and that's where it comes. Like, can you dream? Can you dream and have dreams inside? I'm talking about like dreams inside of you, not talking about like
going to bed.
These wacky dreams where you making PB&Js with Obama or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make sense. I'm talking about like the dreams inside of you. Where do they come from?
They come from you internally.
If they come from inside of you, so those dreams have to have come from somewhere, in a place where they have to come true. They wouldn't just be inside of you for no reason. That's what I'm trying to get at. And so if we can tap into that, I think that's everything. I think that's how everything that we see outside has been created. I think that's how we see McDonald's. That's how we see every business was from within.
Yeah, there was a vision at some point.
There was some type of idea or some type of, wait, I could do this. And then they, transform that idea into a real thorough business plan. And it, obviously took trial and error, of course. But yeah, no, not to get too preachy, but if we're created like the creator, we should create. That's simple. That simple.
Yeah. Creativity is important. You get that all the time. I know this, like, before, like, we'll go to break here soon because I think, we do got our guest streaming in here so after this. But like I think about that all the time. Is I know people worry about, like, for the longest time, people worried about being overpopulated. Now it's total opposite. But humans are good at when they're creative. Yeah, we've consistently, when given the ability to be creative, it's almost like more of us are even better because we find ways to innovate and it just continue. I mean, it's the most amazing thing about humans. We take something and we just consistently try to make it better.
Yeah. So think about this, like, if you're not actively pursuing what's inside of you, you're dangerous. Think about it in a negative way.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you're just existing. You're existing. And I think the true dreams and the true dreams inside of us help other people.
Well, you're dangerous to your own self in that mindset too, because there's going to be one day where you look behind yourself and you're like, I missed it.
And like, who wants to be around someone who doesn't have a passion or desire? Like a man that doesn't dream is a dangerous man. And I mean man as MAN, like mankind, like men who don't dream. Like that's scary. And especially men who don't dream. Because then you're getting into, being the lead of the family. And that's a whole rabbit hole that we can maybe go on another show.
Yeah. And you're right. Man's the correct terminology. Yeah. Man, it describes all of humankind. Yeah. I think it was actually with for women back in the day. That's your fun fact. It was men and with.
Men and with.
Yeah. What do you call a female werewolf? Where was a man?
With
wolf.
With wolf.
Yeah, those are fun facts for the day. You can look that one up. But we do got our guest streaming in here. The one and only Debbie Thomas will be joining us on the other side. So be sure to stay in for that one. www. Warriors Within Wellness or Warriors.
Soul Tender Wellness.
Soul Tender Wellness.
Yeah.
All right. And we'll have her give us the exact website as well. So don't go anywhere. We'll keep it rolling here. What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. We got the the host to my left, as always. We'll talk to you guys in just a little bit.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Husker fans, the 2024 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and they need your support in Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $170. This plan includes tickets to the UTEP or Northern Iowa, plus Illinois or Rutgers, and either UCLA or Wisconsin games. Tickets are only available while supplies last. To purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Take your internet service to new levels with Allo, your award-winning internet provider across our fiber hoods. Allo isn't just about the fastest internet available. It's about connecting you to your world, work, and play seamlessly. Our award-winning service ensures affordable, secure, and reliable connectivity, setting us apart. Ready to transform your internet experience? Experience the fiber difference today. Sign up now at allofiber.com. Allo, connecting your world.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about
Atomic Diesel?
That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. Navigating the legal system can be stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. Liberty Law Group is here to do the heavy lifting for you. We believe in treating every client with respect and understanding. When you're in need of legal assistance, trust Liberty Law Group to fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Still using that old, outdated office phone system? You need better. At Hamilton, we offer solutions for the modern office. Whether you have an office full of staff or your employees work remotely and are on the go, seamless call handling is important. Elevate your communication and connect seamlessly with clients and staff with Hamilton Business Phone Systems. Choose better and hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hay season is a race against time. Win that race with an all-new 1 Series round baler from Landmark Implement. The all-new John Deere 1 Series round baler is a revolutionary leap in baler technology that captures near real-time moisture and weight data that can be analyzed through Operations Center to improve your bale quality and farm efficiency. Are you ready to upgrade your hay equipment? Contact your local Landmark location for full details on the new 1 Series round baler and experience the Landmark difference.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in at 2 Ticket Weeknights. Once again, Harrison Arns on the 1s and 2s. Behind the board, we got the host for What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. As always, Brewington to my left. And on this segment, we'll be bringing in the guest as well. So without further ado, Chancellor Brewington, the host, I'll throw it back to you.
Yes, sir. We got Debbie Thomas, my mother. I'm done calling her Debbie Thomas. I'll be the last time. But yeah, this is our segment called Warrior Within Wellness, where we just give you health tips on current health news and just things that will help you get to optimal health. So how are you doing, mother?
I'm doing good. Hopefully you can hear me. I know I don't have the headphones. Hopefully there's no echo, but I love your hair, Chance. Like,
Thank you.
your hair is,
Thank you.
I've never seen it
I
like
put it up
that.
today. So
Yeah.
what do we
I
got
just have
tonight?
to say it looks. So I think we're talking about the miracle of magnesium.
Mm-hmm.
So would you like to hear some more about it?
Yes, I would. I would love to hear. What is the base foundation that we need to know about magnesium?
Well, the biggest thing is that it's in every cell in the body. So in order for the body to function on a cellular level, you have to have magnesium. So magnesium is in every cell in the body. And it's in 60% of the magnesium that our body takes in is in the bones. And then the rest is in the blood and the tissues in the body. And it affects things like our bone health, our mood, our sleep, our athletic performance, which you know about that because I've had you taking
Yep.
magnesium for years now. Regulating your blood sugar, depression's a big one, which maybe we'll touch on that a little bit later because I feel like a lot of people don't know that and it can be somewhat I don't want to say an easy fix, but sometimes it's just because you're low in magnesium. And then it's really great for the heart. It lowers blood pressure. It can prevent strokes and heart disease, as well as helping with migraines. So those are just a few areas that the hubbub of magnesium, why it's such a buzzword right now.
Right. So let's touch on the mood one. So where does magnesium come in with the mood?
Well, it regulates. So when we take in magnesium, it regulates the nervous system. So our nervous system is the base of whether we have anxiety or depression. And there's a really great study. As you know, on this show, I'm really great, and I love to find studies and different things. So one little thing is that 75% of all adults in the United States are magnesium deficient. 75%,
Wow.
if you can even believe that. So pretty much most of us are walking around, we need some form of magnesium. And we'll get to that later. There's a bunch of different forms of magnesium, but the body needs all of them, and some more than others. But there was an 8-week study where they gave 185 people 500 milligrams of magnesium per day, okay, for 8 weeks. So you're just taking a capsule, 500 milligrams, which is a standard dose for an American male, and it decreased the depression and anxiety by 82%. So they took away all meds, just did magnesium, didn't change anything in their diet, didn't change anything else, but they had no prescription medication, and just adding 500 milligrams of magnesium, they were able to fully decrease depression and anxiety by 82%.
Really?
Really.
Okay. So how many body processes is magnesium involved with?
There's actually 5, and it's good to kind of go over these just because, well, magnesium is involved in 600 different reactions in the body. Okay, so within those 5 categories of body processes, there's 600 different things it's doing on a daily basis. The first one is converting food to energy. Pretty important, right? Like we have to
Right.
get our energy from food. If you're low in magnesium, you are not taking in the energy process from the food. You're not getting what you need from your food and converting it to energy. So then it causes fatigue.
You're not
The
getting
second
all of
one
your
is the formation
food,
of
right?
yeah. So you can digest the food, but it's not going where it needs to go into that ATP energy production. The next
Right.
one is protein formation. And we talk a lot about protein in today's world. Protein, especially as women and as we age, we want to get our daily dose of protein. And the protein, once it gets the magnesium, it turns into amino acids. So if you're low in magnesium, you're not getting those amino acids into the protein turning into amino acids. The third one is it helps create and repair DNA. And you have a sister and I have a daughter that was just pregnant, right? So can you imagine if she didn't have enough magnesium in her daily intake as a pregnant woman? It's not creating or repairing the DNA as she's making a child. So that's one
Right.
area, but we repair and make DNA daily as a human, not just in the womb. And then the fourth one is muscle movements, right? So just movement of the body. We need magnesium for that, just for walking, balance, but certainly for sure as an athlete or if you're doing a sport or you're working out. Okay, so that's most of us. And then that fifth one kind of touches on that depression and anxiety piece. It regulates the nervous system. So you're a hot mess if you don't have enough magnesium, and your nervous system controls so many other body systems.
So when we talk about magnesium, if obviously, let's say I don't really have access to capsules or things like that, how can I just incorporate that into my diet?
One thing I do every day is I love chia seeds. So chia seeds has
Mm.
protein and magnesium. It's kind of a double whammy. I sprinkle it on yogurt. I sprinkle it on my eggs. I put it in a smoothie. So chia seeds is a really good, fairly inexpensive way. You just need a pinch of them, which, speaking of warriors, back in like the 1500s, that when they were on the battleground, the warriors, so-called warriors, would have a little sack by their side, and sometimes they wouldn't find food for days, so they would just live off of chia seeds. There would be enough protein and magnesium in them to live on that for a few days at a time. So chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, spinach, almonds. We really find a lot of magnesium in nuts and seeds and leafy greens. Another great one that most people love is avocados. salmon, edamame, black beans, and cashews. So if you just think in a basic level, seeds and nuts, let's get some nuts and seeds in our diet every day, and then some green leafy vegetables. But because, and we'll go into this later, I think, but there's different types of magnesium. So not all of those types of magnesium are found in one nut or one seed or just avocado.
Okay, let's hear the multiple magnesiums. Let's hear it.
Yeah, this is where, when I'm working with clients, I always have to look at my list because I can remember about 6 of them, but there's actually 9. And I think that surprises people. I'll hear podcasts and people will say, oh, there's 5 types of magnesium. I'm like, wrong. Or 3 types of magnesium, wrong. There's actually 9. So the magnesium citrate's the one that everybody knows about. That's if you're constipated. You just take a scoop of it and you'll go to the bathroom and everything will be wonderful. So magnesium citrate. Magnesium chloride is what relaxes the muscles. And that's what we have in our CBD Mag Mist, the bestseller. So that's got magnesium chloride. That's a muscle relaxer. That's like a topical, goes in through the dermal layer of the skin. Then there's magnesium malate, which helps with fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue. It again works with the nervous system internally. Then there's magnesium L-threonate, and that's for the brain. So there's magnesium needed in the brain. There's magnesium glycinate, which we touched on your show. What are we putting that in at night, Chance, and taking a swig?
Dwarf cherry juice.
Yeah, you got it. Dark cherry, yes. Yes, tart cherry juice, the dwarf cherries. I was like, if you fail this, Chance, you are not listening to your own show. So that's the magnesium glycinate. Since we take it at night, what would it be good for?
Sleeping.
It's good for sleeping. Okay, calms the nervous system. Back to that nervous system. Then we have magnesium oxide. That's for heartburn and indigestion. That's a good one for pregnant women or older people that don't digest their food well or have acid reflux, which is very common in America, in American diets. And then we have magnesium taurate, which is for blood pressure. It's so good for people. So many Americans have high blood pressure, and a simple fix, again, not knocking prescriptions or whatever, but I would challenge people to just try taking magnesium taurate on a regular basis to lower that blood pressure, as opposed to maybe a prescription drug that has side effects. Okay. There's no side effects to the magnesium. The body will use it. And then the last one is magnesium sulfate. And that would be, it soothes sore muscles. So that's something that you're going to be adding to your bath in the form of like crystals and like an Epsom salt type, a rocky salt type of magnesium. So, and I would suggest that most people take a magnesium combo capsule. If they're going to start taking magnesium, they don't know what one, put the citrate aside. That's if you're constipated. But you can find lots of magnesium multis out there that have 5 or 6 of the different ones that are internal that kind of help with those 5 different body systems.
So if I hear this and I'm like, okay, like this sounds great, magnesium. Where should I get this? Where should I take my next steps?
I mean, we should get some sponsors for this, but I would say, I mean, you can go to Sprouts, you can go to Whole Foods. I would just recommend, there's an NSF brand that they actually is approved in the NFL, and I like a lot of their products. I used to sell a bunch of supplements to my clients, but competing with Amazon is not very fun because you can get a lot on Amazon. But Thorne makes a really great one. They make a powdered magnesium biglycinate that I put in my tart cherry juice every night. They make a multi-capsule. They make a citrate. So if you're when I travel, sometimes don't use the restroom. I just bring a citrate and it takes care of the job with one capsule. No more details needed on that. But Thorne is a great one. There's one called Clear Labs. There's Garden of Life. There's any of the brands that a Whole Foods or a Sprouts, depending on where you live, they carry brands that I would definitely recommend.
Perfect.
But also, I would say try to get it from your diet. Try to get some. Add nuts and seeds and leafy greens, and then supplement, because again, we're all 75% of us are deficient.
Right. So anything else on magnesium?
There's a great little book. You can get it on Amazon. Again, I'm not plugging this, but I read it years ago when I went back to school for naturopathy. and it's called The Miracle of Magnesium, I believe. And it's like a little thin pamphlet, and it's like life-changing, because you then realize how all the different parts of the body and body processes need magnesium, and how when you start to take it, you feel so much better. It's considered like the happy drug. Like if you're ever feeling blue or down and that's not your normal thing, or even if it is your normal thing, start supplementing with 400 or 500 milligrams of magnesium a day, and you'll see a huge change. But I would just say to really look at your diet. And if we had to take, 3 supplements daily, I would definitely say magnesium. I run these different scans on my clients that show what they're deficient in, and I would say 90 to 95% of all my clients are deficient in one or more type of magnesium.
Wow. Okay, well, I think that wraps up magnesium, right?
Yeah. Miracle
Perfect.
Magnesium.
So, give the people your website and where they can find more of you at, and give them like a brief description of just like a 15-second quick story on how that business came about.
Yeah, soultenderwellness.com is my website. Soul Tender Wellness, because we need to tend to the soul as well as the body. It's all connected. Went through stage 3 cancer 11 years ago. Didn't plan to do this, but went down a crazy journey to heal it naturally. And through that journey, I created 10 different products, several of which I used in my own cancer healing. And we sell wholesale to chiropractors and physical therapists and med spas all across the country. I have a private practice as well in Northern Colorado, where I run frequency scans on people and see what they're deficient in. And we ship daily, and we have several products that have magnesium. Our best seller is our Mag Mist, magnesium chloride, because it relaxes the muscles. Great for athletes.
Great for athletes, for fibromyalgia and a bunch of other things. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming on, and we'll have you on probably next week. So make sure you get your magnesium, and I appreciate you coming on, Mom.
Okay. Keep through your hairdo. I like it, Chance.
No, here first. That's your objective: magnesium, and keep the hair.
Keep the hair, magnesium and hair. Nah, but I appreciate her coming on, because obviously right now the content, obviously this is a sports radio show, and our main focus here is obviously Nebraska sports, and it's always good to have some filler content that means something. You know?
And it's a lot, more enjoyable to watch sports, even if you're not participating, if you're not worrying about gout in the foot during the game. Like, there's so many things you can do to just make life a little more enjoyable. The magnesium part, depression is crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's like, wait, 75% of us are, or I think it was higher than that.
Yeah, are deficient.
And we got a depression problem. Wonder if those are correlated.
Yeah, has to be correlated.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I appreciate her coming on, because, hey, I learn something every time. I'm sure if you're listening, you learn something. So.
Yep, and I got it up on the stream. If you guys are watching, soultenderwellness.com, definitely check it out. If you guys have any questions, wanting to learn more about the story, see what kind of products they have available, that's definitely the way to do so. We'll put that in the podcast notes as well, in case you missed it on the live stream. With that being said, though, Brewington, you got anything else on wellness before we throw the break here?
Yeah, just let's just make sure we're healthy inside and out. Yeah.
You can use a quarter century worth of wisdom on the first segment and Debbie's second segment, and you can put those two together for you. So
perfect.
We'll throw it to break. Don't go anywhere. One more segment with Brewington, and then up next, the Malone Radio Show, Michael Hunter, John Goodwin, and I'm sure they'll have in, as they say, a special guest as well. So plenty left here on Ticket Weeknights. Be sure to stick around.
Electrical Enterprises in Roca reminds you, the men and women of our military dedicate themselves to serving our country. Their commitment and courage keep our country safe and strong. Let us honor those who have lost their lives in the line of duty and salute those serving today. This from Electrical Enterprises in Roca. For all your residential and commercial electrical construction needs, call 402-438-5822. We live in the land of the free, thanks to the brave.
Gaina Trucking is hiring for heavy equipment operators and a heavy equipment mechanic. Working at Gaina Trucking is a great career with excellent team culture, with benefits package including competitive pay based on experience, health, vision, and dental insurance, and a 401k plan. If you're looking for a new job as a heavy equipment operator or mechanic, apply online at GainaTrucking.com or call 402-794-5000. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Hey, Nebraska! Register today for the 40th annual Cornhusker State Games, taking place July 11th through the 21st in Lincoln, Omaha, and other Nebraska communities. The Cornhusker State Games features 70 sports for athletes of all ages and abilities. Price increases are approaching, so register early and save. For details, go to cornhuskerstategames.com. Special thanks to Platinum Partner Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, delivering dependable insurance coverage for your auto, farm, and home for over 130 years. Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, always alongside you.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just the professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Electrical Enterprises in Roca reminds you, the men and women of our military dedicate themselves to serving our country. Their commitment and courage keep our country safe and strong. Let us honor those who have lost their lives in the line of duty and salute those serving today. This from Electrical Enterprises in Roca. For all your residential and commercial electrical construction needs, call 402-438-5822. We live in the land of the free, thanks to the brave.
Gaina Trucking is hiring for heavy equipment operators and a heavy equipment mechanic. Working at Gaina Trucking is a great career with excellent team culture, with benefits package including competitive pay based on experience, health, vision, and dental insurance, and a 401k plan. If you're looking for a new job as a heavy equipment operator or mechanic, apply online at GainaTrucking.com or call 402-794-5000. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington, the host to my left, Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. As always, come Ticket weeknights. I got a little less than 10 minutes here before we wrap things up, and we'll throw it over to John Goodwin, Michael Hunter, and of course, our special guest as well. They will take over at 9 o'clock. You guys can still join in 402-464-5685. Chancellor Brewington, a little bit of time left on this segment. I'll throw it to you, the host as always.
Yeah, this just came out of left field as we were talking in the break, not knowing where to go, but so
didn't have to say that part.
yeah. Well, I'm just gonna be transparent. The WNBA, right?
Oh yeah, we can definitely. I haven't talked about them for a while.
Okay, right. So you got Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark. They going at it, raising the views, right? But they're still not really making no profit.
Yeah, they're still in the red.
Yeah, so they're literally not making profit. What are some interesting, some fun ideas that we could give the WNBA to get the viewership up?
It feels like they missed it already. I'm trying to think of some new, unique ideas. Stop politicizing the damn thing. Idea number one: stop doing that.
Okay.
I hate that. It's so stupid. You got a great player who only cares about basketball. Stop doing that.
Mhm.
She does not want to do. And they keep trying to force that, and now you're. Step two would have been hindsight. Bring her to Team USA. I think if you want to actually grow the game, if you can make an argument she doesn't belong on that team, but 3-point shooting always belongs in your national. So I think that would have been a benefit to have the best 3-point shooter, one of the best. I'm not going to call her the best. You probably say Sabrina, but yeah, now it's like they have to elevate more than one star. Like I think that's what they messed up on. You elevated one superstar, rightfully so, generational talent, but there's more stars there. Now we only know one story.
Right.
So if the one story is not playing, that's why they're in the red. Fever are in the green. If you're not playing the Fever, you're in the red. That's the problem they found themselves.
Yeah. So this is tough. This is tough
because it's like a hindsight fix.
Yeah.
It's like, what can you do going forward? Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm serious about the politicizing thing, though. That's insane to me. It felt like they had something really special there, and they kind of ruined it.
Meaning what?
Like just the black versus white nonstop. Just not. I
Yeah.
shouldn't even say versus, but like, is their treatment better than?
Right. The way the league treats Kaylin, the way Angel's been demonized.
Yeah,
or,
and it's like I'm pretty sure we all knew who Angel Reese was in college.
Yeah, she kind of had that.
Yeah.
She was the one that would get in your face, talk.
And you could say she was the villain or Caitlin Clark. I mean, they kind of were the same athlete in their ego. So it's like, what do we got two ballers, both really good. I'm not buying the BS that one's getting more highlights because we all knew who Angel Reese was.
Right.
We all knew Dawn Staley and how good South Carolina was.
Right.
Like, what are we doing? Like, you're killing it. Because when you to finish off my rant here, what the NFL has made genius and what they have really killed is we will never get too political on anything because it's going to polarize people regardless.
It don't make no money.
And is it really a pro sports organization's role to do so? Now, you might say yes, but whether you think it's right or wrong, that's how the NFL has always escaped that. And I think the WNBA is just getting crushed by the pressure of that because that's kind of what they made it to be now.
Right.
Like everybody has to have a stance on.
Are they always, and I don't mean this no disrespect, are they always going to be in the hole because the talent from NBA to WNBA?
I don't think so. I think Caitlin Clark proved that. You can get some entertaining basketball. And not even just Clark. Like, I think Angel Reese, the Sky still do pretty good numbers.
Oh, yeah.
I think Aces Vegas, as a whole, though, you kind of want natural rivalries, not rivalries based on politics. That's why Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark was fun because it was two just really good basketball players.
Right.
So I feel like you got to keep marketing and just get away from politics. Market how good they are at playing the sport of basketball. That's all I want, not all the other stuff. And that's what they messed up on.
Yeah. We just had some fans come through 93.7 take a picture of me and Harrison. I think it was of you, Harrison.
I must have looked pretty cool. I wonder if it was I've seen some Harrington folk running around Lincoln these days, so it might have been one of them. Shout out 402 Harrington, Nebraska.
I know that's right. So keep on the basketball trend. Obviously, Derek White comes in for Kawhi. Is there anyone else? I know you and DeMornay probably talked about this. Was there anyone else? You guys mentioned Chris Paul. Is there anyone else that could have came in for Derek White and kind of played that 3-and-D role? Because I like the pickup. You got I think he shot like 39.6 or 39.8% from three.
Round up 40.
Yeah, round up 40. A really, really good defensive player. You know what you're going to get out of him. High effort. And he's going to knock down shots, hit free throws as well. So is there anyone else in the league that kind of could play that same role as him?
Buddy Hield, but I trust Derek White more. I love it. I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
In the apps, because with Kawhi Leonard, I was worried they'd go for defensive, like something similar to Kawhi. Now they got a better 3-point shooter. I think that's perfect. I look at this lineup now. You could argue for Klay Thompson, but I don't mind Derek White. He had a better season. I got no problems with it. Yeah, now you just got to probably stop Team Canada. Spain, it's always a little bit frisky.
Yeah.
I like the roster. I don't know what else you could possibly change. I mean, it is hard to believe that even if they don't play the cleanest basketball, you better hope they win. I don't know what else we can offer that's better than what we're throwing out there.
Right. I wonder how much comes into play when you think about Jason Tatum and Derek White coming from the Celtics, that they played obviously, 82 games, but also added in the playoff games. So close to 100 games, if not 100, total basketball in a year. And then playing in the USA, what that does for the legs, or if they're still in rhythm, or if the legs are tired. I wonder what do you think? Do you think the legs are tired, or it's a beneficiary, like he's in rhythm?
I think it's really tough. I think he's in rhythm simply because his load was a lot lighter.
Yeah, than Tatum. Yeah,
and he's at a healthy run.
Right.
When you look at a Kawhi Leonard, even though there was a first round exit, you still feel nervous about it because you're like, man, you had injury problems in those playoffs, and then you got to turn around in July,
right,
and get ready for more physical basketball. I mean, it's just way more physical when you play the Olympics, European style basketball, whatever you want to label it. So I think he'll have a smooth run. Tatum might be like a little bit different.
Yeah.
LeBron James, he's just older, but I think he'll be good. I'm not really worried about anyone's injury health at this point outside of Joel Embiid, because he's always Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, just because any given night it can happen.
Right.
But I feel pretty good health wise.
Yeah, I like it. I seen Carmelo Anthony. He put out a starting 5 for the USA, and he said Halliburton at the 1. I think he said Ann at the 2, Tatum at the 3, Bam at the 4, and then Embiid at the 5.
Curry.
He said all young guys. Do you think he's trolling right there?
No, he's probably got something to it.
Mm.
I know Carmelo Anthony, he's an outside the box guy. Did you see that suit on draft night?
I did not. Melo had a crazy suit on draft night.
Oh, yeah. He was swimming.
Was this 03?
Yeah, 03. Good call.
Yeah.
He was swimming in that thing.
Yeah.
He could have fit 3 Carmelos
Bron,
in that suit.
oh, my goodness. Bron was 1. He was 2?
Yeah. I'd have to,
out of Syracuse?
Bron, I think he was number 2 overall. I'd have to go back 03, loaded draft.
Yeah.
I think you can go 1
That's
through 10.
D-Wade, too, right?
Yeah, D-Wade.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a crazy draft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think it's crazy not to start Steph. You can't not start Steph.
I thought he was gonna the Halliburton was gonna be the wild one. I'm definitely not starting Anthony Edwards. I'm okay with Halliburton though because the way he moves the ball.
Yeah, that 2 position is going to be really interesting on the USA team. How they go about that, because obviously you got D-Book, but if Ant's hot during this run, I mean, are you wrong for starting him?
No, you're not wrong at all.
Yeah,
there's gonna be a lot of it. Who's hot? Do you put Steph starting at the 2 or 1?
That's what I'm saying.
I think 2.
Do you put? Is there going to be any times where LeBron is playing point in this USA look?
When he grabs a rebound, I think he's just. I think it's going to be everybody can bring the ball fast break, but the guy I think will certainly be Halliburton. LeBron's interesting because he can just be the entire floor general of this team.
Yeah.
That's his best attribute. Would you say is playmaking, right? Or no?
Yeah, I would say it's playmaking and just he can play on ball, off ball, and
is he a better playmaker than Steph?
I would say he's just the overall length of his career. He's been forced to be the playmaker. But obviously Steph adds a new element with you gotta guard him when he coming out the limousine and the drop and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
LeBron, hey, give him credit though. At least gotta guard him at 3-point line. 40%.
Yeah, 40%. Don't sleep on that. Do not sleep on that.
All right, wrap things up. So we do got 9:30 Central Time, 10:30 Eastern. Looking at Canada, USA tonight. Who wins? Who's the leading scorer?
Yeah, I'd say Canada, probably Shea.
You think Canada wins it?
No. I'm just saying leading scorer.
Yeah, I think Shea too.
I say Shea, and then probably USA. I'd probably say a sleeper, I think D-Book. I think D-Book going someone not like a KD, not a Steph, not a Bron. I think Bam might have 30 or someone or Joel Embiid might have 30. I don't think it's going to be the big 3, Bron, KD, or Steph. I think everyone's going to get their feet wet. But yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving it to Shea. I think it's going to be U.S. field out. This isn't the first time they're going to play an exhibition game versus Canada either. So definitely at a point, I think we'll see a lot of the young guys probably get some more run at it.
Yeah.
And the old guys, they'll definitely balance it out in there. But with that being said, we'll go ahead and wrap it up.
Oh, one more thing. We got we had IGC on yesterday, current Husker receiver. We have another current Husker receiver. I won't say his name. You got to tune in tomorrow night, 8 p.m. to find out who it is.
Yeah, might as well keep listening to What's Brewing, Chancellor Brewington. You might meet the entire Husker football roster one day. With that being said, wrap it up here. Malone Radio Show up next. Be sure to stick around. Always a good laugh. We'll talk to you in a little bit.